Detroit, Michigan. Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're going play action. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing again, it's Goff. He's on the move. This one's caught. It's cheeky near the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Into the hands of Gibbs. And this one doesn't go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll go for it. Goff. He connects downfield on 4. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. What a play on 4th down. They get the first after a gain of 27. Man in motion out of the slot. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
The back grabs it.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Montgomery. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Looking, and he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Catch made by Austin. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. If the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for this. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big moment. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have it following that interception on the final play of the 1st quarter. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Second and 13. Rolling left, buying some time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
4th down, Goff throwing. He's got it to his running back. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? And gets him the first on 4th down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Johnson with a return here. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. They go play action here. Buys time, rolling right. He's marking over something here. Just chucks it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down. With slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. He'll throw it. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They're throwing it. Freiermuth there to bring it in. That'll be the 1st and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a 1st. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Throw complete to Warren. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers tie it in the final minute of the half. Boswell gets that point after to go. And they'll take the lead. Boswell on to send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Goff on 1st and 10. Connects with Slayton. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. The timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 1st down throw from Goff. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And they had that one contained right at the line. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Goff working from the pistol. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He has the first over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
On the move, headed right. He can run it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And they're they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Offense in the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup.
They put a receiver in motion right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. Goff now on 3rd down. Has it in close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here. Williams coming in motion right. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up. He's throwing for it. This is caught. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Throw right side, Dell has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 27. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. It's a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. New set of downs for him at the 38. They go play action on 1st. Chased out to his right. Little off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
That's going to be caught by Washington. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On first down, Warren. And he's got this down to the 40. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Warren once more. And he'll start pushing them into field goal range. A small gain to the 38. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Throwing from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now they're left with 4th and short.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
This finds Austin complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. And that's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success.
Fighting for the goal line. Oh, we lost it. Someone punched it out. Going the other way. Lions have it.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on and who recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. The run here, it's Montgomery. Is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. David Montgomery with the touchdown.